So my mom is like, okay, ni sawa ulitoa 200,000. What have you done for your kids? You would have even paid school fees ya school one semester. Or rather, buy food in the house. The rest, kunywa, we don't want to know what you've done because we'll never know even. You see? So in that confrontation, my dad takes the discs and hits my mom on the leg and skari ya mama ikapanda. So she calls me like, hey, Shiko, uko wapi? Niko shule. Where else am I? I'm in school. Kuja home sahi, ni nini? Dad ametoa vitu kwa nyumba ni kuuza anauza. Dad after kurudi soba ndio anaambiwa what had happened. So he calls me ananikelelesha and the last thing he said, I have disowned you.
Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me on another episode of the Rosita Rose Show. In case you're new here, karibu sana, my name is Rosita. I'm excited because on today's episode I get to host a dear friend of mine from way back in high school. She texted me and she told me, Rosita, I have a story I would like to share. And I know you're curious as I am to hear about this story. So without wasting much time, I will introduce my guest so that she can say her name. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Asante sana.
Who is my guest today?
Your guest today is Montresi. People call me Monty.
Monty. I'm one of those people.
Yeah. So
it sounds so fancy, Monty.
Yeah, Monty. A lot of people can call me Monty with a Y. And there's Monty now the way I write it.
Yeah.
Monty with I and E.
Oh,
pale mwisho.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I say it with just a T.
Yeah, Monty. But now my family members call me Shiko. Really known as Shiko because I'm Montresi Wanjiku Kenovia.
Okay.
Yes. Well, I'm a baker.
Yeah.
By passion, not profession.
Oh, that is deep. You must say any passion, not profession.
Not profession. I'm a baker by passion. I love baking. If you remember, I used to do home science.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah. So I guess that's one of the subjects I can say even it all from high school to where I am.
You only look idea.
You only look idea.
Achana chemistry.
Math, physics, chemistry, geography, nothing. Ni kizungu na home science.
Okay. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
I'm excited to hear your story. And where were you born exactly?
Here in Nakuru.
You're a Nakuru person.
Yes. My blood is here. Everything is here.
Yes.
I was born in Keratina. A place called Twinwane Estate. I love that place.
Twinwane.
Yeah,
hey, let's lift each other.
Yes.
That's a prophetic name.
It was a circle. It was a circle society, one of the two, but for teachers.
Okay.
Yeah. So my late mom being a teacher and my dad being a teacher. So they got a plot. They built. Kazalewa.
Okay.
My siblings came. Yeah, and unfortunately.
So you're the firstborn.
Yes, I'm the firstborn. Yeah.
Na shule ulisomea zote ni za Nakuru?
Zote ni za Nakuru.
Okay.
Primary St. George's Grassland, where my dad was the principal. My mom was an English teacher there.
How did it feel when both your parents are teaching in the same school?
Sikupatilia mama kifunza. She had already been hired by TSC. So alikuwa shatoka ameenda public school.
Okay.
But my dad was the principal.
Okay.
So you can imagine.
Were you written a lot?
No.
You are the princess of the school?
Okay, not to everyone.
Yeah.
But I used to feel like the princess of the school because when people are going for lunch, me I'd go to my dad's office.
Nenda kwa dad.
Nenda kukula lunch. So huko, alafu you see St. George's used to be a prestigious school.
Yes.
So at that time, parents wakikuja kuvisit watoto, snacks zinaletwa. So after 2 days, kuna search.
Oh, I have an idea what you're saying.
So all the snacks and the fruit and everything, goodies zote, kwa ofisi ya headmaster. And that is the headmaster.
Yes. Wewe ndio unakulia.
Me I never used to care at you are sijaletewa snacks.
Zitakuja.
used to go,
interesting.
alafu my dad used to give me a key, a spare key. So when he's not there,
You
I can
can
just go.
Hey.
And, you know,
You're living the life.
I was living the life.
Okay.
Nikamaliza class 8. We went to Moi Forces.
Yeah, where we met.
Yeah, where we met. Moi Forces was good. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I found myself. I found what I wanted to do.
Yeah,
clearly. Yeah, I had always wanted to be an actress. Hata kama haijafika, but penye I have gotten the connections and the chance to get to the cameras. But still, it molded me to what I am right now.
True.
Yeah.
And here you are.
And here I am.
Yeah.
Mother of one. A very handsome baby.
Oh.
He's called Emric Njuguna.
What?
Emric.
Emric.
I have a good name.
Okay.
My baby has to have a good name too.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, so he's 2.5. Thinking about school like next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, such a huge progress, I can tell.
Yeah.
So after Form 4, how did life become for you? Because I know everybody went their own ways.
Yeah, after Form 4, everybody was kila mtu kwao.
Yeah. Then tulikuwa tunaambiwa haukuja na mtu huko.
Haukujaga na mtu.
Kwa hivyo
ulikuja
soma
peke yako, utatoka peke yako. It was true.
It was true, they didn't like.
Tukiwa shule, it was like, what are they talking about?
Yeah,
Wanasema
it didn't
nini?
make sense. Like we are friends.
Yeah, so we're friends. We will be talking. Kwani, we.
Shock on you.
Shock on us. Yeah. So after Form 4, life was fun. Life was good. Even if my mom alikuwa ananikazia maisha sana.
Simu nini?
Simu nilipata after KCSE results zimetoka.
After zimetoka.
See, even before. Alafu after Form 4, see we cleared kitu November.
Yeah, November.
So November, my mom looks at me and she's like, huwezi kaa tu kwa nyumba? No. Hello. It's her friend from Mereto Bookshop.
Yes.
Hello. Mtoto wangu amemaliza Form 4, anaweza kuja job?
So kanza job.
After 1 week.
Oh yeah. Hata ukulala.
Unalala kwa. You see, teachers. I don't know. I think people can relate to having parents who are teachers.
Okay. I understand.
Stress.
Oh yeah.
So it's amka mapema sana. By 8 you're supposed to be in town. Unafaa kwa job. And you're going to be leaving at 6. So if you leave your job at 6, panda mat 6:20. By 7 ni kuona
kwa nyumba. Giza isiingie mbele yako.
Hata si giza mimi nisiingie mbele yako. Hata si giza was not an issue. Giza was not an issue. It was my mom. Okay. And my mom will get to the house at 6:30. Oh no. So she just give me the allowance,
30 minutes.
30 minutes ni 7. So at kitu 7:30 she'll be like, "Umako. Okay. Umetoka wapi? Ulikuwa na nani? So umetoka kazi unafaa kuwa umechoka."
So ulienda kuzurura
wapi? Alafu saa hizo ndio you're meeting friends. I remember there was a program we used to go to. It's called Brunch.
Yeah, I heard that name, but I didn't attend
with Christwood.
Yes.
Yeah. So me, I really wanted to go. I really wanted to be part of them, but my mom was like, you can't be going to things that I'm not aware of. So I had to give Kina. Dennis the number of my mom. They talk to her. They try. I'm convinced, but wapi.
Oh yeah.
So I'm working in Ereto. I'm just there. It's December now. End of December, I get my first salary. 9,000. And I'm like, hey.
Kumbe pesa ni tamu.
Hey, around this world, my friend. Not until I reached home. Kwa mlango. The mom was like,
later.
Akanihesabia fare yako ni pesa ngapi? 50 bob. In the morning, 50 bob jioni. That's 100 every day. Fanya 100 times 31.
Ndio hiyo fare.
3100. Si ndio? Shika 3100 hiyo ingine yote.
Wow.
So, my money was used to turuke mwaka. Tukapika mandazi na tukapika kahawa na tukaruka mwaka. So from that day on, I have never wanted to cook mandazi. I don't cook mandazi.
For real?
I hate mandazi.
Because of that experience?
Like it was my first salary. I wanted to buy.
Nikatumia yote kwa mandazi.
Alafu naona sina responsibilities zozote. I'm not buying food. I'm not buying more.
You can dress yourself up.
Yeah, I don't have bills. I wanted to look good. I wanted to buy this. I wanted to buy that. But nimebaki tu na fare. sina
tukapika mandazi.
Tukapika mandazi hiyo pesa yote na kitu hata haikuwa hivyo. Hiyo unga ilikuwa kwa nyumba. But what she told me was, tumetumia pesa yako kurukisha mwaka.
Okay.
So I was like, it's fine. But I missed that woman. Yeah. So come January, I was like, I don't want to work. I want to go to school. My mom was like, fine. What do you want to do? I want to do foreign languages.
Wow.
So I did Spanish.
Okay, so you can speak in Spanish.
I used to. Right now I'm
ulienda kusoma Spanish ongea na nani?
Nilikuwa nataka kwenda Spain. I wanted to go to Spain because when nilikuwa nasomea you are doing level 1 and level 2. Once you do your level 2, you get a full scholarship to go to Spain. So you see, that is what I wanted. And I was excited. My mom was like, it's fine, it's fine. KCSE results ndo zimetoka sasa. And I hadn't passed as well. Sikuwa tina A ama B. I had a C. So me having a C, my mom is like, it's fine, we'll just work with you. At that time, that is when I saw my mom is very soft, because alikuwa amenikalia even way before. You see, when you tunafunga shule, see there is that time yenye unajua unafunga shule, you're like relax. Me, I never used to relax. Nilikuwa na tension. Naenda home because from morning till evening kusoma like I hated
the holiday
kusoma. Like kusoma for me, it's even right now you give me a novel,
it was like, too much pressure.
Hata sahi give me a novel, tell me the summary. Inasema nini?
What's the point?
That is what pressurize kusoma did to me. So at that point, I saw my mom was a little bit lenient on me, and she was like, I'll support you with what you want. You want to do Spanish? Shika pesa.
Wow.
End of leave.
That was nice.
Yeah. So I did my level 1. So when we are going to do our level 2, Mimi getting a campus to go to was a little bit hectic. Because naona sikuwa nimepita sana. So I can't go. Ilikuwa inaitwa parallel and regular. So siwezi enda regular. So I have to look for parallel. I have to go and look for a school to go to. Siitwi shule. Si kama wenye watachill wangoje kuitwa shule. I had to go to Nairobi, go to KU, go to JKUAT, go where wapi. Any school, because I wanted to do journalism. So I have to look for schools that offer good courses of
journalism.
Like they are just so good in journalism. Until a friend of mine, wapo tu home kwa estate tu, akaniambia I'm in multimedia, so you can come and check in multimedia. And my cousin, let me say for situko hiyo enzi ya after form 4, I was not the first one. My cousin, who is she's my big sister, mpaka wasahi, she's the one who was in JKUAT. So her being my eldest sister, but she's my cousin, yeye ndo alikuwa ananizungusha hapa na hapa, going from one place to the other, nini. So I had already come back to Nakuru and I told her about multimedia. So she went to Rongai, checked the school, and nikapata spot.
Oh wow,
luckily. So sini nao harakati za tuanze kufanya I'm going to campus, nini. My mom is excited, I'm excited. My dad, you've seen I've not talked about my dad sana. My dad was a DDO. Daily drinking officer, like ever. Daily. So my mom used to, my mom was diabetic. Hii diabetes ya kupandisha sukari. So lazima anadunga paka insulin ndio sukari ishuke. So my mom was always stressed. My dad was always a nag. Sorry to say, but my dad was always a nag. So siku ya kwenda campus, hatuna gari like ya kutupeleka, but we've bought several things. Tumebuy my vyombo we to cut on the cost ya vitu, and I can't go kuishi kwa hostel. That is what my mom said. Siwezi kupeleka hostel. I'm going to rent you your own house. So nimetoka home na vyombo, nimetoka home na manguo zangu almost zote. So you see I have luggage. Tukapanda Molo line and took on the 3 seats nyuma ya dereva.
So sorry about that. We had to change our venue because there was some bit of noise that was unbearable. but it's normal. Challenges happen during the shoot, but we have to move on and find ways. So sorry about that, and sorry for interrupting you.
It's okay.
Yeah, so you were telling me about reporting to school.
Yeah.
Please continue from there.
I've talked about usiku. We did all that,
Yes.
shopping and everything. I'm settled already in my house.
Yes.
So it's the following day. Get to school. I'm enrolled, and my mom is like, "Now I can't go back to your house. I'm going back to my house. Go to your house." So there I am, waiting for my mom to leave. But the last thing she told me was, Pajiko, hiyo nyumba, I have rented it for you, not for men.
Oh.
So if I ever get to hear kuna mwanaume amekaa huko, do you know that they will not be able to get out of that house? You will call me niwatoe. So I took it like a threat, and I'm like, I have just gotten to campus, but I am threatened. Okay. So me being me, do you know I didn't even stay there for 1 month?
What happened?
Me, Lihama. Because now I never used to feel secure. I can't bring any friend.
Oh, because now you're feeling like people are like watching you.
Not even watching me. Like, you see, there's this canom that people talk about. Mama akikwambia hii, and you do the opposite. You
there's
see,
consequences.
There's consequences. So me didn't want the consequences. So it is that house you're telling me about.
I'll go to another house.
I go to another house when you've not put masharti for me.
Wow.
Alafu, you see, I'm telling you, nilikuwa nimekaziwa home. So I'm just getting the freedom right now.
Yeah, you feel like finally I can breathe.
Yeah, now I can breathe. I can live my own life. Yes. I can be Monty now. Siendelee kuwa Shiko. There's Shiko and there's Monty. So tumesoma first month. The semester had 3 months.
3 months, yeah.
So the first month tumesoma.
Yeah.
So this cousin of mine, who I'm telling you was like a big sister to me.
Yes.
She has a brother. The brother used to study in Kanjuri High. So it's he was in Form 4. Sasa it's time now for sisi tumeingia shule September.
Yeah.
So ni time karibu enda kufanya KCSE. Tunaenda prayer day. So tunaenda prayer day, and we are going to Nyeri, Karatina. Mi nikatoka Rongai, went to my shosho's place. Yes. Mama ya my mom, that is. She lives in Limuru, so that we can all live together and go to Kanjuri. So my mom na yeye anatoka Nax, and we came to Kanjuri. We had a very good time. My mom was very nice. She was very okay. Yeah. Like, you see, now I'm getting the hang of having a mother who is not always on my neck, but she's always caring, because we used to talk every day, almost 4 times or 5 times in a day.
Wow.
In the morning, after classes, usiku kabla alale, I have to call her. Like, now I was missing her. I was missing hiyo kufuatwa, kupressuriziwa, uko wapi, unafanya nini. Hata nikienda kubai sapa.
Ufanye nini?
Hata nikienda kubai sapa, like, so you see it's campus. Yeah. Nitakula 7. So nitatoka kitu saa 1, niende nikabai like tunyanya, vitunguu, nini ndo nikuje nipike. So my mom calls ukiwa kwa barabara. Hello. Uko ni wapi, nasikia uko? Where are you? Okay, ninaenda kubai sapa. Saa hii ninasikia magari, ninasikia wanaume wakiongea. Hey. So even when I'm telling you, I love you. See, all this time I'm not talking with my dad. We are not in good relations with my dad. Yeah. So my mom is everything. My mom used to be everything. She's the one who supported me. She's the one who told me do this. She's the one who directed me in this path. You see, she's supporting me in everything. But something I've not mentioned, the one person who made me believe in myself as an actor was my dad. Oh. My dad was also an actor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
He was so much into hizi vitu za drama, nini, and my mom was always against it.
Oh,
so my dad
supported you in that area.
My dad supported me so well. He used to tell me, do what you love. Tumetoka Kanjuri, I go back to school, and mom goes back home.
Yes.
So you remember me saying about branch?
Yes.
Christhood?
Yes.
So I used to go for fellowship. Fellowship was from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays.
Yes.
And there was a camp now. I've never gone for camps. Hii branch yenye mamangu alikataa niende kulikuwa na camp. She refused niende camp. So there's a camp where now I am a facilitator. I am not now the person who is going to get facilitated. Yes. So I am going for a camp, my first camp ever, as a facilitator.
Wow.
So I called my mom and I'm excited. She's like, hey, God is doing wonders for you. So you see, I don't know what is going back home, what is going on back home. But me, every time I talk to my mom, she's that strong woman who would never show you she's going through trouble or she's going through something. She'll just mask it. And mtaongea vizuri, but when she goes back to her bed, you could see it. So we talk with my mom, day 1 of camp. We talk. Day 2, we talk. I think we went on a Thursday. So we stayed Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Here comes Sunday. November sasa.
Yes.
It was November. I really don't remember the date. November, here it comes. It's on a Sunday. Very early in the morning. Tulikuwa tunaendaga jogging every day. So I called my mom and I'm like, hey, mom, tunaenda jogging leo. Sasa, I'll call you after kujog. And she's like, nice. You go have fun. I love you. I always adore you. You're my big girl. You know, she's, hey, mpaka, unaenda kujog ukiwa na psych. Like, me, I'm sorted. My mom is fine. Everybody at home is fine. So, tumetoka kujog. We get back to the campsite. Tumeenda kuoga, then now we go for service. When we go, okay, tumeenda na tumeoga na tumerudi sasa tumeingia service. Then I get a phone call from my aunt, now sister ya mom.
Yes.
She's my favorite aunt. And our guardian right now.
Okay.
So she calls me like, sasa shiko, poa, like, akona tension. Ana haha. Mambo, poa, uko wapi? Niko camp. Kwani mama kuambia niko camp? Ati, ni sawa? Nilikuwa nataka ukuje home, sai. I'm like, why? Mama ski poa, ako ICU. I'm like, what? Si nimeongea naye saa hii asubuhi and she was okay. Hapana, kuja. So I'm confused. I don't know what is happening. So I have to go and talk to Dennis because Dennis is the one who was overseeing all of us.
Yes.
So I just can't leave the campsite. I don't even know where we are. So unaona si tumeenda kama group ya Christhood.
Yes.
So when I talk to Dennis is like, I want to pray for you. I'm like, pray for what? I want to pray for you so that you can have strength. Strength for what? But uniombee, you pray for my mom. Atoke ICU, that's what I told him. And he's like, I want to pray for you. So I'm like, okay. He prays for me and I'm like, now can I go? No, you're not going anywhere. There was this lady called Jane. She's also a facilitator in Christhood. Akaambiwa na Dennis, take her phone. Before I give Jane my phone, my aunt calls and I pick it. So she's like, Kai, shiko kuja, mom, I'm a pass. That is what she told me and I'm like, Ati? I just fell. I fell, sina nguvu. So all the ladies from Christhood wamekuja. They're like, what's wrong? Wakanichukua, wakanitoa penye. Now the kids, because ilikuwa kampi ya watu, ilikuwa kampi ya watu wakubwa sana. Haikuwa branch, ilikuwa yenye watu wamemaliza class 8. Now they're going to from 1 to high school. So naona bado ni let me not say kids, but ni wadogo. Yeah. So everybody would be kwa dirisha looking like, hey, nini. So they carry me to the kitchen, to the dining room, penye tulikuwa tunakulaga. And Jane is like, no. Bring this phone. I can't handle you talking to people, telling you such news right now. Just give me your phone. I want to stay with it. So she told me, hapana, badala ya kukaa nayo, let me call your aunt and confirm. Let me just talk to your aunt. Nikamwambia sawa, but I'm crying. And the first thing that came to my mind after I stood and I'm okay, not okay, but now I'm back to my senses.
Mm.
I was like, guy,
Mm.
now who is going to be paying our school fees?
Oh.
Who is going to be doing this? Like, you see, there is nothing like my dad is there.
Yeah.
But who is going to be paying my school fees?
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to be doing this for me? Na
Yeah.
nitakuwa naniambia kenye nitafanya.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just sudden.
Yeah.
And that is when Oshayona, like, now life is going to change. Live and life is going to change.
Mm.
Hey, Jen takes my phone, calls my aunt, and they talk for a long time. Then she comes like, hey, your mama go ICU, but we're just going to pray.
So that is what Jen tells you.
That is also what Jen tells me. So nikamuuliza, when am I going home? I want to go home. She told me, since kesho ndio camp inaisha, kesho ndio watu wanatoka camp, we can't let you go to Nakuru alone. Utaenda na team ya Nakuru. Then they drop you. They make sure that you're going to get home. You remember Sophie?
Yeah.
Sophia Mutave.
Yes.
We were with Sophie.
Ah.
So Sophie is going with me. Like tumepanda. Now it's now Monday.
Yes.
So let me take you back to Sunday. Sunday when I'm going to sleep now, Gioni, I'm like, hey, me, I was praying. Mpaka I was talking in tongues. I don't know where it was coming from. But I'm praying. I was telling God, hey, Mungu hapana. You can't let mom be sick. Unaona? Ile point ya mama amepass, nilikuwa nishaitoa. Mimi nimerudi kwa ICU. I want her to be in the ICU, not dead. I want her to be in the ICU because prayers work.
Yeah.
That is what I used to know. Prayers work. Prayers can change you from this point to this point.
Yeah.
So I want my prayers to be answered. My mom atoke ICU, back to her feet, and we continue with life. So Sunday nimelala, Monday we wake up very early, and I want to go home. I want to go to the hospital. I want to go and lay my hands on my mom. I want to go with Dennis. That is what I told him. I want to go with you. So that we can go to that ICU and pray for my mom. Okay. Then Dennis is like, well, baby girl, I have a lot to do, but I am going to come. Kamwambia ni sawa. So we go to Nax, we get to Nakuru, tulikuwa tunafika jioni, tulikuwa tunatoka mapema sana. So, tulikuwa Ngong. I remember now, tulikuwa Ngong. So we have to get from Ngong to Nairobi.
Yes. From
Nairobi. Alafu hata my suitcase and my everything. I don't know who took them, but zilifika kwangu. So, siwi ninajua tu ni kuenda home. So we get to Nakuru at around 5. And Sophie is not leaving my side. So I'm wondering what is wrong with Sophie. Mpaka nikamuuliza nini? Ati hakuna, I just want to get you home. Nikamwambia, okay. So apparently they had, si unaona simu yangu ilichukuliwa. Mimi sina simu. So Sophie has my phone. Amepatiwa simu yangu. She's communicating with brother ya my dad, my uncle. So my uncle is picking us up. Ilikuwa wapi? Free area. Anatuchukua hapo. Picked us in free area. Took us home with Sophie. So Sophie, when aliona nimefika home and everything, alirudi. I don't know how she found her way, but she found her way and went to her home. Hey, sisi kufika, like you see it's an estate.
Yeah.
So obviously, tuko na neighbors behind, huku kando and at the front. So the whole place is surrounded with cars. I'm seeing a lot of cars and I'm like, kwani mama ameshatoka hosi. Let me run to her bedroom and just hug her. You see, kufika, when everyone saw me, they kept quiet. So I'm like, mbona mnanyamaza? Si mnafaa kuwa mkipika za kupelekea mom food nini, si mtoka hosi. Hey, kuingia kwa nyumba, my aunts, my sisters and my mom, and then I see my dad. First of all, I'm like, let me talk to my aunts kwanza. And I'm like, what's wrong? So that's when they took me outside with my beshtes and mom. They were like, mama amepass. Mom passed on Sunday, jana asubuhi, na ni juu ya diabetes. So I'm like, diabetes, really? No, you guys are just playing with me. You guys can't, you guys mwezi. So I start getting rowdy and I'm like, trust nikuze. I want to go to my mom's bedroom and see it for myself that she's not there. I want to go to that hospital and see my mom lying on that bed so that I can know that she's lifeless. That's what I want to see. I don't want you guys to tell me, like, I just got unruly. I staki mtu aniguze. Then my dad comes like, Shiko, mama ameenda. Do you know I almost slapped my dad? Because all along I knew that my mom had stress over this guy. My mom was in a very abusive marriage. Yeah, you see, my dad was he was not a good guy. I loved him, yes, but he was not a good guy. So getting to the bottom line of the story was my small sister and my brother. At that time, my brother, saizi ndio kamemaliza class 8. Yeah. So my brother at that time, he was in class 2. You see,
He was young.
He was very young. So kandio kanakuja kananiambia, Shiko, unajua mama aligongwa na you see, kutambo kulikuwa na zile CDs za kuweka kwa DVD. Kale Kenya kaliko kana kashima hapo katikati. Those ones. We had like a big cage. Tulikuwa na mingi because I loved movies. So nilikuwa nimezipile pamoja. So my brother comes like, Shiko, unajua mom, unajua dad alichukua my disc akagonga mom kwa mguu nayo. And I'm like, wapi? My mom had a kidonda kwa mguu. Alikuwa amedungwa na glasi. And funny thing about watu wa diabetes, vidonda zao huwa haziponi. It grows and grows and grows into something else. So it had gotten to a point that my mom couldn't walk. Angetembea, kinonda ingeanza kubleed. So my mom used to, it's either a bebo na piki from home to school and back. Even going to town, it was hectic. Because akitembea sana, unaona atenda na bandage kwa mguu. Akitembea sana, hiyo kidonda ingie vumbi. It's another thing. So the same leg, yenye ni gonjwa, ndo aligongwa nayo nini? Na madisk. Reason being, we had a school. My mom had a school. It was called Mickey Hills Academy. So, see, my dad and my mom, ndio directors wa shule. My dad, then they have a joint account for the school. So my dad goes to the bank, fix my mom's signature, withdraws over 200,000. Alienda amekunywa. So, apparently, see, my mom passed on Sunday. My dad alikuwa amepotea for 1 week. They don't know where he is. He's not picking his phone. And mom amealatiwa na Equity that
there's a withdrawal. A huge withdrawal. That's huge.
And so my mom is like, nani ame withdraw? Your husband. So, nikikwambia my dad was a very crazy one. That's just like tip of the iceberg of what he has been doing. So, so see, my dad comes back on Sunday morning with shopping. Do you know what he brought? Tissues and soap. He didn't bring mafuta ya kupika, mchele, and there are 2 kids in the house. My sister saizo ndio bado kako primary, class 8. So unaona watoto bado ni wadogo. So my mom is like, okay, ni sawa ulitoa 200,000. What have you done for your kids? You would have even paid school fees ya school 1 semester. Or rather, buy food in the house. The rest, kunywa, we don't want to know what you've done because we will never know even. You see? So in that confrontation, my dad takes the discs and hits my mom on the leg and skari ya mama ikapanda. Went to the room, akajidunga insulin, skari ishuki. My sister called my aunt. Huyu auntie yetu. My aunt comes, kaangalia sister yake and she's like, you're not okay. You're going to the hospital. So, akaenda hosi, walienda annex. What happened, wenye walifika annex, daktari kuangalia my mom, akauliza auntie yangu, kuna diabetes? Haya. Pap. Emergency room. Kufika huko, they didn't even question if my mom has already dosed herself with insulin. So they dosed her.
Oh.
Wakampatia. You see, they're not, they don't know. But you see the way doctors wana act very fast. Mbio ndio wajaribu kumsave. But apparently that was not what happened. So when they induced another dose of insulin in her, skari yote ilitoka from 100 to 0 real quick. Pap, skari kashuka. And my mom passed on like that. So you see, it was, yes, they can say it's diabetes what killed her, but for me,
other factors
for me, it was not always that's what killed her. For me, it was my dad killed my mom. You see. So from there, hiyo time yote ya matanga, then there is the burial. I guess even watu wa Christhood walikuja matanga. Yeah, tuseme tu we had to cope because hatukuwa na option. We really had to cope. So our house was a big house. It was a 4-bedroomed house.
You say ilikuwa imejengwa.
Yeah. It was a 4-bedroomed house. Tulikuwa na rentals. And apart from the rentals, another shamba on the side. We had a school. I've already told you about it. So after hapo, tunaitwa bank. There's a circle called Cosmopolitan.
Yes, I know it.
Tukaitwa. And hapo, my mom had written a will. So tumeitwa na CEO wa Cosmopolitan. So we are in the boardroom, seated. My dad, my aunt, mimi, na 2 siblings wangu, and now the board members. And the CEO starts. Yeah. So Margaret Kanye Warigia and pass, and she has left behind several items that I would like all of you mjisome. Gets out a small card and she says, hiyo card ipite around. Kila mtu ajisome until inirudi. So inazunguka ikanifikia. And here's the card. Imeandikwa Tracy Wanjiku Kinovia, Mercy Wanjiku Kinovia, Steve Mwaneki Kinovia.
The kids now.
The kids. My dad is not mentioned anywhere. Like, there are no other names. So it's just us, the 3 of us. Barua ikapita ikafikia babangu. Babangu akaisoma and he's so devastated. Ikarudia CEO. Then hapo ndipo nikakumbuka, I told you I was doing Spanish.
Yes.
Nikiwa my Spanish classes, my mom calls like, uko wapi? Ndio natoka class. Kuja nuku Cosmopolitan. Tukaenda. And she tells me, you see, I'm telling you, she can't walk for long distances.
Yes.
So she sits, tells me, enda pale kwa desk, chukua kadi, andika jina zenyu 3, nikaandika. Peana, nikapeana. Mimi ninajua nimefanya nini? I do not know. But once I saw that card, that is what came to my mind. I remembered that day when we were doing it with her. And it is my handwriting.
On the card.
Hey, so they say, your mom had left 300,000 as her savings kwa hii account. So what we do in Cosmopolitan is we double the money. I guess she had 330 or 360 something. So they doubled the cash. So it got to 600,000. We are 3 kids. So they divide and everybody's getting 200. And what the CEO said, this money is not going to be used for any other purpose except education. So if you want money from us, the money is yours, yes. But if you want us to release this money, lazima mkuja na into pro forma. I mean, fee structure. Yes. So you have to go with your fee structure. For me, I didn't have to. I'm over 18. So for me, I had to open my account and an account for myself. I opened to cooperative. Then they transferred me cash to cooperative. So I was paying my fees. Remember I told you nimeenda parallel?
Yes.
Nilikuwa nalipa 47,000 per semester. So situ nimelipiwa tu semester 1. So I have semester 2 and semester 3. I have 200,000. Hi. That is already 90,000 for the 2 semesters.
Yes.
Like literally my money got me to sikufika third year. Because ilinimalizia second year second semester. That's where my money issued. Alafu now you see bado we've not until date bado we have not reached out to pesa ya TSC.
Up to date.
Like okay, let me say like for right now that's what we are doing, because now so you see pesa ya brother yangu kamesoma nayo the whole of primary. So it's around 60,000 in his account. So now you see lazima we now it's a must. It's a must thing that we have to do. Lazima tuende tukatafute hiyo pesa so that my brother kanaweza soma high school. And campus too, instead of sijui Harambee and all that. That is so bad. I never used to like Harambees because I'll get to that point. I'll just tell you why. So let me take you back to Cosmopolitan. So when my dad saw that thing, do you know there are things that you can just look at someone and you just sense danger. This is not going to get dramatic. My dad is a dramatic one. I know him. So I looked at his eyes and this is going to cause drama. So babangu si ametolewa nje kwa everything ya my mom. He is not going to get a single penny. So now my sister is going to high school. Si ndio alikuwa class 8. Now my sister is going to high school. Going to high school, the death of my mom is still fresh. Then all of a sudden, now see me, I've gone back to school. All of a sudden, it's in January, February, in now 2016. Because now see tulingia campus 2015.
2015.
So 2016 kitu Feb. Well, everything is going smooth. Nilikuwa nafunga shule, we go back home, even if it never used to be home, because it feels like there is a void. There's just something missing. Because you get home, there's no one home. So it's unafika.
It's just a house.
It's a house. Nobody else lives there. My sister, kuna shule. My sister alikuwa anasomea shule ya my mom. Brother yangu pia alichukuliwa na my aunts anasomea huko. So you see, everybody is in Kabazi. The school was in Kabazi. So everybody is in Kabazi. So hata mimi nikifunga shule, I'm like, I'm not going home. Let me just go to penye watu wako. So that used to be the life. Kidogo when I'm in school, I get another phone call from my aunt. Yani this my aunt. She's the one who breaks news for me. All the bad news, all the good news. She's the one who tells me. So she calls me like, hey, Shiko, uko wapi? Niko shule. Where else am I? I'm in school. Kuja home sahi. Ni nini? Dad ametoa vitu kwa nyumba ni kuuza, anauza.
Anauza vitu ziko kwa nyumba ama anauza nyumba?
Anauza vitu ziko kwa nyumba. So what made my aunt realize hizi ni vitu za home. I had a very unique mattress. A very unique one. So, see, everybody knows ile mattress upunde ashko. Apparently, my dad is not selling these things far away. Anaziuza Kabazi. So you can imagine, we live in Nakuru. Like, okay, yes, Kabazi is in Nakuru, but
it's a distance.
It's like a distance. Going to Kabazi, it's like 1 hour 40 minutes. So you can imagine, vitu zimetolewa kwa nyumba na lori, zimepelekwa Kabazi, zinauzwa bei ya jioni. Si ati hata anauza, like, we had a very big dining table. Hiyo kitu ilikuwa inafaa iuzwe hata kama ni ikienda chini sana 20k. Hiyo ni kitu iliuzwa na kiti moja 300 ni you get reja ndio apate pesa za kuku.
No.
Now you see his hana do. You see, when my mom passed on, we went and changed her bank details so that my dad cannot withdraw money again. I was the one who was releasing the money. Na mimi niko Rongai. Alafu there was now my aunt took charge of the school because dad is not there. He's drinking. Everybody is saying he's drinking because he's depressed, but I was like,
It's always been like that.
It's always been like that. He drinks, whether he's depressed or not, whether he's happy or not, he drinks. So you see, my aunt took charge of the school. Hey, ikafika point sasa, si ndio hiyo nimepigiwa simu kuja home, vitu ni kuuzwa zinauzwa. So for me I'm like, kama vitu ni kuuzwa zinauzwa sahi, I'm too late. I can't, siwezi toka tu Runga. Siwezi toka tu na niko Runga. Siwezi toka tu Runga niende nai, nitoke nai ndio nipande matatu kwenda Nax, niende nifike sitapata hizo vitu Kabazi.
Kama hiyo ndio bei,
kama hiyo ndio bei sitapata hizo vitu. So let me just do, nikamwambia auntie yangu, let me do this. I'm going to wake up early in the morning and come. So that niweke padlocks kwa nyumba. Just in case he wants to sell anything else. But getting home the following day, do you know the house was empty?
Everything.
So hata ukiweka padlock, atauza nini unless atawanisha mabati auze. The house was empty. Surprisingly, there's this cousin ya my dad.
Yeah.
You see, these women, I'm so sorry to say this, I'm a woman, you're a woman, but there are these women who just give birth back to back. Back to back.
Yeah.
Unapata mtu ako na mtoto, unaona wenye ulikuwa unaambia usikue kama ule. Ako na mtoto hapa mbele na huku nyuma na ako na ball. That's my aunt. That's how she is. So, sitaki kumwongelea vibaya, but that woman was a hypocrite. At that time, when mom was alive, she had 9 kids. So with 9 kids, alikuwa anachapwa na bwana yake, anapotelea kwetu. And at that time, okay, yes, we are living in a 4-bedroom house, but kunafikaga point, I know hata kwenye inafikaga point penye mnaangaliana, hey, leo tunakula nini? There's that time, pesa inapoteaga, you don't know where it goes. No matter how lavish you're living, no matter how well you are, kuna hiyo ka point food uisha. So you are at that point. My mom has just tafutililia tudengu tunye tumebaki kwa kabati tu nini akachemsha zote. It became a nice cereal with rice on the side. So si amepika tu chakula ya familia yake. The woman with 9 kids akakuja. Amechapwa na bwana yake nini. We felt sad for her. Ndio tumepakua food. So my mom is like, hiyo chakula yenu rudisheni. Wacha mama ng'ang'ana na watoto wake wakule. We slept hungry so that this woman and her kids can eat because they had not eaten. So we are like, okay, my mom being my mom, akawapea food. And sisi we slept like that. Only Steve ate because Steve is the kid. Guess nani alifagia kwetu? This woman.
Oh no.
Yep. What my dad hadn't sold ni nguo za mom. Like, okay, furniture and utensils and everything alikuwa ameuza. Ni nguo tu. So my clothes, nguo za Masi, za Steve, zake na my mom hazikuwa zimeguzwa. And my mom used to dress well. Like my mom was a kitenge woman. So vitenge ama anabuy material anashonesha. So she used to have that taste flani. Ukivaa nguo yake, you're like, okay, ni ya umamaze, but ningekuwa mama, I would look good. So she had pretty clothes, like so pretty clothes. And jewelry. My mom used to love chains, bangles, earrings, nini. I used to even steal from her kabati, nivae ndo niende out.
Okay, they're good.
They were so good, and she loved everything gold. So this woman had even taken my mom's handbags, akazichukua, yani mpaka ameweka vitu zake. Like, I don't know, she had already owned everything. Mimi nilienda kwake. After kuona hakuna kitu kwa nyumba. That is where I went. I don't know what happened, but I went to her place. Niliambiwa dad anaishi huko. So I figured lazima kukue na vitu zetu huko. Let me go and check, but I'm not sure. Simu nilienda tu niko na pikipiki moja yenye imenibeba from home to this woman's house. Kufika, she's like, oh, Shiko, karibu, nikupe chakula. I'm like, I just want to see your house. That's what I want. Kuingia, napatana na kibeti ya mama. Imejaa vitu zake. So once I saw my mom's handbag, kamoja tu, I opened the zip, and her house is muddy. It's not like, it's a mud house. You see, like she's not well off. She's, you know, these people too, when yamewekwa tu, but she just gives back. Mimi nikafungua bag, nikamwaga kila kitu chini. Went to her bedroom. Nikaona sasa ndio hizi nguo za mama, mpaka zimeanikwa. Ni zake. I took everything. By the time I was leaving with a tuk-tuk and 3 ndudhis.
Wow. Vitu zote za mama. Zetu. Kila kitu, nguo zote.
Hadi zenu alikuwa amechukua. Yeah, like my mom was so classy to the point that, you see these 2 birikas, akakabirika kakuserve wageni chai. These kettles, pretty kettles that have their own 2 vikombes. My mom had sets of that. They took it. I found them there. I took them back. Like I was repossessing everything. Everything that nilikuwa ninaona inakaa sisi, inakaa yetu, ninachukua. So nikaenda, alafu, so you see I don't have my own place. I can't take them back to our home. My dad is just going to do the same thing. Surprisingly, my dad alikuwa amekunywa mezima kwa kiti.
The whole time atajua what's happening.
I even carried some of his clothes, not knowing. I carried some of his clothes. So see, I took them to my aunt. This aunt of mine now, who has been holding our hands like ever. She's the one who has been hosting us, living with us. Kama ni kuenda kutoa pesa za sister yangu, brother yangu, because you see me, I'm in Rongai. She's the one who used to do it. All the banks now acknowledge her as our guardian. Like, she has been our day one from ever since mama ende. So, dad after kurudi sober, ndio anaambiwa what had happened. So he calls me, ananikelesha, and the last thing he said, I have disowned you.